Hi everybody, and welcome into today's IPTAY ClemsonTigers.com football report as we come to you here from the floor of Death Valley. And what a month of September it has been here in Clemson's Memorial Stadium, starting off on September the 3rd against Troy and then against Wofford, the back-to-back games with Auburn and Florida State. What a great atmosphere that has been going on here in Death Valley. The Tigers now at 4-0, ranked as high as 13th in the country, and now taking that perfect 4-0 mark on the road to Blacksburg, Virginia for a showdown with the Virginia Tech Hokies. So the question becomes, how will this team respond on the road?
It's going to be a hectic environment. It's something you have a hard time preparing for, even with all the crowd noise at practice and knowing that it's going to be crazy. You don't really know how you're going to react until you get in the stadium and get in that environment. But the great news for us is we have a lot of maturity mixed in with this youth, and I think that's going to be the key.
Whenever you flip those roles, instead of that crowd it's screaming for you and it's quiet when you're on offense to they're screaming at you and they're loud when you're on offense. That's just different. You know, that the noise, you hear guys talk about how they really can't hear the crowd whenever they're on the field. I promise you, on third downs in Lane Stadium, we're going to be able to hear the crowd. And it's going to be, what have we done throughout the week to prepare ourselves for it?
Virginia Tech has, like you said, the rep of intimidating other teams. And when you come to Blacksburg, you're supposed to be scared. You're supposed to be, you know, the inner Sandman entrance, the way the band is in the tunnel and the crowd's just into it. You're supposed to be intimidated. But I think, you know, you can take two things from that. You can either be intimidated and be like everybody else, or you can be uncommon and be the team that comes in there and takes that energy and harnesses it and uses it to be successful and to quiet the crowd. You know, I think I've done that in the past of just being tremendously focused on taking the crowd's energy and kind of trying to shut them up and trying to use that to our advantage as an offense to be able to go and score and just quiet the crowd and put that finger over your mouth when the game's over with and say you did it. And if you can do that in Blacksburg, you can do it anywhere. I mean, like I said, I've seen that places when I was senior in high school, very impressed by what they bring. And I think if we can go on the road and be successful in that environment, it's just, you know, watch out, because it's a shock the world tour.